Well, Kyiv's army of drones has proven to be a key tool in its war against Moscow. Earlier this year, President Volodymr Zelensky underlined that surpassing Russia in drone operations is one of Ukraine's top priorities in 2024. And that indeed seems to be the case. Kyiv has announced the appointment of Vadym Sukharevskyi as its first ever commander of drone forces. It is a newly created post. As the Deputy Commander-in-Chief of Ukraine's armed forces, Sukharevskyi has been responsible for drones and their usage on the battlefield. Now, the development comes after Zelensky decreed creating a separate branch of the armed forces devoted to drones in February this year. The order was subsequently endorsed by the government last week. The announcement comes right at the back of one of Ukraine's biggest battlefield victories using drones. Its drones destroyed one of Russia's newest and most advanced fighter jets on a military base deep behind enemy lines. Moscow's Sukhoi Su-57 fighter, nicknamed the Felon by NATO, was struck on the tarmac of an airbase of Astrakhan region. According to the Ukrainian Defense Intelligence Agency, the airbase is almost 600 kilometers behind the front lines. There are multiple other instances of Ukrainian drones striking Russian military equipment and infrastructure within Russian territory. Here are a few recent ones. On the morning of June 6, a Ukrainian drone struck Russia's Novoshakhtinsky petroleum plant in Rostov and an oil depot in Belgorod. Now, the Novoshakhtinsky petroleum plant is the largest supplier of petroleum products in the south of Russia and the only oil refinery in the Rostov region. On the same day, Ukrainian drones also struck a Russian Project 498 Saturn-class tugboat. They are critical to the transport of heavy military equipment and supplies from mainland Russia to the occupied Crimea Peninsula. Then on May 30th, Ukraine's military announced the destruction of 2 Russian howitzers dugouts and the elimination of Russian personnel in the Bakhmut sector using drones. Again, what happened on May 23rd? Well, Ukrainian drones struck several military equipment production facilities in Russia's Tatarstan. They were more than 1,000 kilometers behind enemy lines. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of similar instances of Ukraine using drones for defending its territory and even striking targets hundreds of kilometers inside Russia. It will be interesting to see if Sukharevskyi will be able to make Zelensky deliver on his December 2023 promise that Ukraine would produce 1 million of its own drones in the course of 2024. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.